about this. Edit. Hold up right fast. Let's edit. We are editing. What up, guys? We are talking about New Orleans. Excuse me for a second, guys. I gotta make some few things right. S. Gotta capitalize that S. There you go. Yeah. All right. I had to make some corrections to my social media account. While we doing this, Hot Boy Twerk says something about a picture with the New Orleans and boosting them and all the rest of them, and Cash Money and No Limit coming together. I want to tell y'all one thing about me. When you talk about history, when Lil Wayne and Gutter and T Streets used to sit in the park, I was always in the band. And they always called me the Rocket Star. I actually saw Mooney, one of my friends, baby mama, in a Bounce New Orleans video in the East, and everybody used to get on. My most memory is in the New Orleans band and me playing cymbals in Fantasy Williams. Everybody used to get on my case about acting. I just talked to Darlene and some of my people from about 2 years ago. I talked to Darlene. She made jokes. And I was always the person that's acting like The Rock with Stone Cold, but I played football. I got stabbed in an apartment. And me marching in every parade in middle school. They turned Fantasy Wings into elementary school. So the thing is, I made history too. And I want to tell people every time seeing my face on that Superdome in every parade in Fantasy, my band teacher used to get on my ass about on the cymbals and go and talk to the cheerleaders and go talk to the horses. And everybody know me for acting like Stone Cold in The Rock. I used to act like The Rock, and I stunner people, and I used to, and everybody go get on my case and act like he be crazy, acting like the Stone Cold in The Rock. And I remember BG cousin in the East apartment told me to stay y'all badass out of trouble. And I saw BG with a green and black motorcycle. He had the little haircut over the fence in the apartment. We was on the news that. It was also on the news. I had a blue shirt on the news back that same round that same time. BG it was out. We was on the news in New Orleans. I had a blue shirt on. I don't know how that video will ever be found, but I have made history too. And I have made history in my music and the things that I have did. But people in Texas trying to discredit that. Me doing music with Marissa and doing music and doing all of the things that I have done at Fantasy Williams. My auntie stayed in Eastover. We were supposed to go to Eastover before in where Birdman and them stayed there. I stayed towards that area too. It didn't take me that long to walk over there. I stayed right around the corner. I can usually go to the little fence. So after I got stabbed in the apartment, T Street used to mess with somebody in the apartments. And my Victor and Vincent, we used to play basketball together in the park. And after I got stabbed right here, everybody asked me, one of my friends taught me how to swim, and we broke into the vending machine. and they taught me how to swim. And I remember that day after I got stabbed, the girl brother of mine was in the New Orleans jail and New Orleans courtroom. In the New Orleans courtroom, not the New Orleans jail, the New Orleans courtroom. And God showed me how forgiveness is when you remember after her mom and them and her brother came and checked up on you, and how she felt when you sat on that stand and you talked about your side of the story when you got stabbed as a kid. And I remember her spirit and how she looked. And God said, I want you to remember how forgiveness is. You remember that day in that New Orleans courtroom, but her brother came in there with plates and was tight, was sharp like a motherfucker. He always came in the East Department sharp. And I remember this girl, like one of my friends, Wayne used to sit up on the pole. What up, Weezy? And she said, and I had Wayne, and she said, Hubert, that's my cousin. And she's like, and Wayne went like this when he had his hair sticking out. But y'all didn't want to let me, because I was my nanny tried to give y'all the CD, and I don't think y'all was so busy. Y'all was busy at that time. And I got my nanny in New Orleans. She tried to give you the CD. And I got a brother named Chris was actually with No Limit. He signed one of his friends. He was in a music video. If you actually go to a video crunching on my Chrome, I got to be a G to the day I died. My brother Chris in New Orleans hang out with a person with No Limit. So he's in the video rapping with a No Limit member. And I think this guy shot to Cash Money. He's signed to Cash Money now. My brother Chris is actually signed to, he was actually hanging out with a video rapping with somebody in New Orleans with No Limit. My sister and them down there and everything. And all of those things down there. So my memory, I'm legendary too, And my memory of my band used to always get on my ass. But then I told you to get in line. I was just watching this show, Heartland. It would remind me of my teacher getting on my ass. Every time, like, you don't supposed to be taking your siblings home. You supposed to be with the band. Or you don't supposed to be talking to the cheerleaders. I ain't getting along with my class. Remember, I used to have to sit under the day and used to get on my case. One of the guys, when we first met, like in the gym, he smacked the girl and peed in her mouth, and he went to jail. But we didn't. I'm gonna tell you something. We didn't get along on the first date. But when I started venturing out, I really got to know him, and he would tell me to stop and listen to the beat. And in the band, he plays cymbals. And he will always tell you, but I need you to listen to the beat. That was a good lesson that I learned from him, even though we had a first day, we didn't get along in PE, regular PE and Fantasy Williams. But as I started to venture out in regular classes and I got the chance to hang out with him in Fantasy Williams, the band, I started to connect with him more, the drum majors and everybody. When you start to connect with people, that makes all the difference. And when I was never on beat, he used to get on to me. He would listen to the beat. He used to always say, Hubert, I need you to listen. And these are the things. And then another thing happened where I'm asking they went to jail about fucking the girl under the tree, and they went to jail for it. I come because I'm dating a regular girl. We playing with the two junk ropes. And I come back and tell them after they get out of jail, I say, what you niggas did that for, man? I'm like, and they don't even remember. And I like, all y'all niggas going to jail. And I say, hold up, I don't cut that one. And how they did it, man, I was like, this is a true story. Because I got on all of their asses, man. Like the dreads, the lights, I got on all of their asses. They're like, that's all. Everybody, like, people don't even remember that I'm sitting right there on the yard, and I come and they get back the next couple of weeks. And I get on their ass about the situation. I said, what the motherfucker doing that? And I'm like, listen, because she said she had a baby or something. And this is a true. This is actually a true story, and I get on their ass about it. I was like, man, like they don't remember that I came under like the next day. I got the next couple of weeks when they got back to school after they went to jail. I got on their ass about it, like, why y'all do that shit, man? They like, you know, and I got on it. It's the dude with dreads. He kind of big. He real red skin. He's black, but he's red. He like real light. And he don't probably even remember. He were like light as a hell. He's light, and it had other people, other dreads. And I think me was me, Darlene, Bebe Plucky, and other people there. Utoka. It was many more other people there at that moment. Me talking to a girl named Lisa. It was a lot more. Dominique that was in my class. She had twin sisters. Dexter. I had so many. My band director used to get on my ass every time. And what I told you, man, not taking the symbols home. Like literally, what I told you to be in line. And I have memories too. That makes it more the difference of me marching through every parade. I remember Lil Wayne, one of these girl, Wayne them tried to scutter them, and one of my friends know like they didn't want to mess with Wayne, and rich as fuck. Wayne come out, they didn't want nothing to do. She didn't want nothing to do with Wayne them and gutter. Victor and Vincent, we had a basketball court, and they used to get on my ass. Victor and Vincent, like we used to play basketball, and they got caught on Canal Street with Lil Wayne them. And I asked their mama, what they get caught? I used to hang with this girl that used to mess with Squatter. She used to let us have, like, come in our apartment and eat. She kept food in the house. That's like, she know how to hold niggas, like, a real ass female, like a real ass female. Like, you got some, like, real ass females. Like, I was still friends with my boy, Pepper Tree was at my local office in Social Security. He said, Huber, I hang out with you. And like he came to that, like a lot of bullshit. Pepper Tree, other people that know me from like all the rest of those things and all the rest of those matters. And you know, Teen Summit was the biggest in the world. I could never go when Cornell and everybody else go. And my friend Skittles got shot. My brother had to go to court and he got shot. And I'm like, man, we playing Madden 2004 on Michael Vick. And I'm getting mad as a motherfucker. He gets shot like bam, bam, bam on the Lakeland. On Lakeland Drive, he get mad like and I think he won. We played twice, but we go across the street. He won that game. Skittles won that game. I won the first game, then he won the second game. Let me get that right after we played on the computer at my house on the corner. And I'm going across the street to play football with some female friends because girls know how to play too. So I'm going to play with the girls and everybody else across the street. So it got some girls that I played with in New Orleans. So I'm going to meet them across the street on Lakeland. And when Skittles go around the corner to meet my brother and them, because Big Bay and them stand around the corner, and you know, and everybody start bang, 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 bang. I'm like, hold up, I barely made it across the street. And Skittles gets shot, and my brother and them, and you know, one of the next door neighbors that stayed, they had Wayne. I think one of the squad and them had Wayne box porch next door on Lakeland Drive, because Wayne had the box porch, and he the only one with the box porch. And I hold up, that gotta be Wayne called one of the squad members. Somebody must be using Lil Wayne car. And he the only one with that box porch. Because I used to sit on Lakeland with the crawfish and eat, and I watch Lil Wayne just sit up like this on pass through on the G-Wagon. And I watch him just sit up there and things. So it get to a point where I actually watch him sit up on there. And I would just watch him just sit on the porch sometime. That's after I moved out the apartment, just come on there, head sticking out, putting his seat to the steering, and my mama giving me crawfish and all the rest of the thing, and I used to just watch them. So it got one time that my mama don't even remember this. One time that the New Orleans police kept messing with me. And they kept every time I go out for school and go out for something on the corner, I had a chance to cut the dark bus or the school bus. And every time I go around, sometimes I go around the corner, the New Orleans police always harassing me. And my mama got tired of it. This is a true story. My mama not gonna tell you she got tired of it. And she called the New Orleans chief of the East and told them, "You messing with my son all the time." And I'm just on the corner because you ever heard get out. Bam. I can't even sit down and like get out there for school and go to Fantasy Windsor because back in the day, like in New Orleans, they had Reed and Fantasy Williams on there. So it was like literally hard. Like I had to go through some like, and in New Orleans, we having two schools on there at once. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was in Metairie in New Orleans. I'm getting into a fight in Metairie in New Orleans after I left a couple of times in Metairie in New Orleans. I had to go in Juba, sit in Juba one time. Just a holding tank. I don't think it was a Juba. It was a holding tank. After in Metairie, New Orleans, that's why I left before Katrina. And I went to Metairie, New Orleans, and I mean, this dude getting into a fight, and he ducked down a police car, and the police took us both to. This is a true story. New Orleans, Metairie, New Orleans. This is a true story. So we up in there, and the police. I say, look here, man. I say, hold up, right fast. Look here, at this moment. I say, look here. I've been outside all day. He gonna call me, Mister. I said, hold up. I don't got no hand in my arms. And I say, look here, man. Nigga, I'm playing football in the motherfucking heat. Nigga, we out there playing football. We fight every day, but we playing motherfucking football in Metairie, New Orleans. I'm like, look, you don't got no way. This police officer, he sit at a damn desk all day. I'm like, look here, man. You don't got no reason to talk when your ass not getting the sweat on here. Like my nanny actually got a baby by the guy, one of the guys in New Orleans, Metairie. And he used to be the nacho man, and he used to pat Nacho's cold cut. At that time, my brother had stole something from him over there in Metairie, New Orleans, and him and my brothers getting into a fight. I think he went to jail. I don't know whatever that was. But he remember, he said, Hubert, I don't blame you for something that over. And he actually, this like, he actually told me, like, man, he came and hugged me, like, hug me. This is a true story. He came and hugged me and met her in New Orleans because we all get along, like, and that was like messed up. And we all get along. My brother took something, oldest brother, he took something, and we all get along. And like, man, and he didn't want to feel like, because it didn't feel like that. And it was like, and he hugged me, man. He said, Hubert, I'm not gonna, you didn't do nothing wrong. And met her in New Orleans. And one of my neighbors got caught with a beer on his porch. They got him arrested. They took him to jail for having a beer on his porch, like, and met her in New Orleans. My mama, I got the stove caught on fire in Katrina. These are the smartest. Like I was there when bodies and cats was flying in there. In Katrina. Like I was just telling my step to say it got bad down there in New Orleans. I told my step last time I was back there in 2019, I was by Livingston over in the east where my grandma had a house at. And these kids, that was in 2011, and I told my daddy got bad out there. I think they just started staring at me when I came out the house over there. Because my brother used to go to Livingston. Over there in the east, he went to Livingston. My grandma had a house. My dad was married, and he's married now. And he had a house towards that way. And my last day was being out there in 2011, and I'm walking out there in the east while I'm at the store, at the corner store with my dad over there. And that was 2011. My mom had been there since then. I never went back. That was about 2011 since I've been. These kids just started staring at me like, I say, I'm from here. I'm from here. Like I grew up on the West Bank of New Orleans. I went to Birmingham. I remember getting caught in the library. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. The other dude, my other person guy, he got caught in trying to get his phone out there. But I got caught in the library, and my teacher made a mistake and told her, the security guard told a lie. He came and got me the next day. Said, Hubert, why you did? I'm not gonna tell your teacher that you got caught in the library reading a book. This is a true story. A true story. He said, Hubert, I'm gonna say you was standing outside. Because it's gonna look mighty dumb that you couldn't just wait for 2 days left to go to school. This is a true story. He don't remember everything catching me in that library. This is a true story. At Berman Elementary, my nanny stayed right by the edge. A dude named Chris. He used to always play football on the West Bank. He played for the Park. And you know, I have to remember he used to tell me, he used to fake play with me. He said, Hubert, if you don't catch this football, I'm going to punch you. I used to miss football a lot, but he used to play like I started catching on my shoulders and I started catching Wardell. They call Wardell pussy lip to everybody by the church. I found out that Toby and Pops and them was my cousin through my uncle, his mama, and all the rest of them. And I found out them, they was my cousin. I found out another person was my cousin. We used to always fight. And his mama used to always have him shab and everything, you know, and have him shab and everything. So, you know, I used to step on the 50 states on Berman, right on the playground. My nanny stayed right on the side by the gym in the little thing. When she was married, she stayed right there. But also when I get by the gym, I got the playground over there. Why you said 10 cash money red? Because I grew up right there. My stepdaddy named June. He showed me a picture with him and Lil Wayne. He said his niece, as the daughter, one of them went to the prom. He showed me a picture. June used to always have a beer. He passed away. He had a stroke. He used to always have a beer, and he stayed right by the levee on the thing. And you know, he taught me how to shave and everything. He used to see me in the mirror. I used to go in the mirror, and I barely had hair on my face, and he would actually teach me how to shave. Like he used to always drink, but he used to always teach me how to shave. Like literally June, like you know, he carry his beer, he do all of that stuff. But you know, when it comes to cooking and doing stuff, he had that liver gonna get that beer and everything. But I used to watch him shave a lot. He had a dog named Spook, and it bit Antonio. This is a true story. We were playing it, and it bit Antonio, like literally. Bird don't even remember. I saw him in a movie. I saw him at a mall. He had a flip phone with a white T-shirt on, and he stared at me, and I stared at him by the clothes rack. He had that flip phone. He don't even remember. Like I just stared at him. Like you ever seen that video? This is a true story. This is a true story. True story, because I stay by the Riverwalk. I can always go on Canal Street or go to any mall. Like I stay right by the Riverwalk on the West Bank. So it ain't, we just gotta be inside before the damn street. Like it ain't nothing for us to go to the Riverwalk and go on the Riverwalk, go on Canal, even though our mama told us that's off limits. But we go right on that floor sometimes without. My brother got like 8, 9 baby mamas named Dominic. He got a lot of baby mamas. So, you know, the Fisher Food Project towards that way. I used to be over there. The Fisher Food Project. They got another project over there. My brother's baby mama got 8 or 9 baby mamas. So I used to be where his baby mamas used to be like a project in different things. So there's a lot of things I used to be over there where my baby brother mamas used to be. I used to just walk through the projects and things, and things. So, I used to be sometime be with my brother if I didn't go to school or like, and I used to be with him going to the projects by his girls he'd be messing with and stuff. So that was the time I just sit in the living room in the Fish Food Project and other projects. So this is a true story. Like this, they were trying to tell me I can't get no. I ain't from there. I say, hey, you want my mama? People in Dallas County talking about I ain't from there. I say, really? You really want to test that theory? I was getting ready to tell my mama put my birth certificate on that monitor. Send a damn mail. Mama, I like, hold up. I need you to. They questioning that. They questioning that those things. Trust me. Mirza used to wear my shirt at Newman Smith. Now that's my brother, so I don't care about it at the end of the day. I still got my fantasy week shirt. I still got it. I got my band trophies somewhere. My mama don't want to bring everything out. They turned fantasy wins into elementary school. But like people don't know, like when I was 8 or 7 years old, I done been through more storms than that. When we growed up in the projects, and my mama with my dad, we had walked when my mama was 7, 6 years old. We done walked around in water to our knees. Our mama carrying us, grabbing us by a hand while the water. It had been more storms than that. I done came to Houston one time before, like before Hurricane Katrina was the worstest one. And I was in San Antonio. We stayed at the hotel. We were at the train. And I always wanted to come out here because like I got tired of wearing school clothes. I like that damn. And I was on the San Antonio train. I forgot what hurricane it was. I like, god damn, like the school clothes wearing the damn same thing. That shit get tired for man. When I was on the train, but before another hurricane came, Katrina, other hurricane, I forgot what name hurricane. I was telling my mom, like, a guy tell me on the train they don't wear uniform. Move out. Mom said, y'all, we'll see. I like, hold up. I love New Orleans, shit. The same old damn thing over and over. They don't let us change nothing up. Brother got a baby now, man, and my brother got a baby mama named Mabel. And a lot of other people, man, like, people don't understand that. Like, come on, man. People used to get on my ass. He would be crazy. He used to come back. We played with fire extinguisher. We did a lot of things, like, you know what I'm saying? And people used to get on my ass about it, getting on the fence, acting like Stone Cold and The Rock. And Darlene got on my ass and said, about 2018, 2019. And she said, I'm about to start cracking jokes on everybody. I got it on my other Facebooks. And they got Darlene have a twin sister. Nisha used to do my hair. And one time everybody got on me. He said, Hubert, your ass crazy. Bullets flying on Lakeland in the east. And your ass the only one that's standing out there. Mooney will tell you. Mooney that was in a bounce video in New Orleans. She'll actually tell you, like, literally. Because she hit me with a brick. We used to get on at it with each other like Cornell. Like, we used to go at it like I used to go to Mooney. I used to go to school with one of Mooney's cousins. We used to go out and I like at one time before. We used to like each other. And that was those things. And she used to be on Lakeland and ride around the corner. Because my brother used to date one of the other persons. One of Mooney family members. Like this tomboy girl that used to chill by our house, my nanny beat her up. on Lakeland for stealing something right on Lakeland Drive. So when Katrina come out, I did like I found that out I wasn't supposed to be in high school. So my mom had been. I don't know how they got my school. I feel like I wasn't supposed to be in high school. They told me, Hubert, I'm on the phone with New Orleans right now. You don't supposed to be in high school. So I had to start from middle school in Plano. I was already down here in San Antonio with my brothers Auntie Josh and Jerry, Auntie Linda, and me and Jeremy got into. I'm glad I like. Me and them don't talk, but me and Auntie Linda, like, we actually talked, and she died in New York. And we never had that great relationship. But it's so good that, like, when they sons and they daughters not talking, and she goes to New Orleans, Josh and Jerry, my brother go to the funeral, but they mom, Linda and Tiffany, and I'm talking to her every time. She even got on to me about money in a picture. And I said, my friend Nikki holding this money in the picture. At that time, that person Nikki holding this money, and said, "Oh, I believe you." Like, cause she seeing pictures, like she got on to the angel. I said that the girl Nikki holding the thing. So like, and it be someone when you actually you have conversation with family, and you're having a relationship with the mom, and but the cousin, the son's not talking, and the daughter's not talking, and I just think that's where we find peace, because this other people got the selfish mindset. We find peace, and I just think me and my aunt Linda, before she passed, we find peace. We didn't have the best life, and while we stayed with them, but she stayed across the street in the railroad. And on my birthday's day, I remember at 12 years old, for my birthday on a donkey in my railroad. I used to go to George Cox, and um my brother's dad had another woman, and my mama got pushed, and I couldn't do nothing about it at 12 or 10 years old. And she married. I found out I had a stepbrother, and my mama dad. Me and my two brothers got the same dad. Me and my two brothers got the same dad, like literally. So I had to literally watch on my birthday when I'm pinning a donkey. I had to see a lot of things going on my birthday. But I was like, man, I gotta. We think about good times, and we think about all of that. We used to get in trouble for mooning people, and like my son throws it right. He lucky that guy forget, like, and when he was down here, like I was in Addison, and like I said, look at that guy, and 'cause his ass was like to stop going to his business, and I said, hold up. I was a teenager, 14, throwing rocks at people, and that guy didn't hit continue. Okay, you lucky you 4 years old, and he let you get away with that. And he said I had to get on my son's ass about that year before last when I stayed in Addison. I said, you don't throw no way. You look at that man coming press charges on me for you throwing the damn rock. He look at that guy, he went right into the business. I said, boy, you lucky as hell. I'm gonna go to jail for your ass for throwing the damn rock. You 5, 4 years old. You lucky he forgave your ass because he going into the business. I said, you don't do that. Let's throw rocks. I'm like, hold up. Um, and then I don't know. I came after here. I had one more year. I graduated middle school. My cousin them left before me. My cousin them. I had one more year. Then my cousin then moved, and I went to Carrollton, Texas. So after I graduated, Plano, I forgot the name of the school. I'm at that to my mom. But when I graduated middle school, it got a middle school campus and it got a high school. I had one more year left. My cousin left before I did, and I had one more year left. So after that 1 year left, I went to high school. I was in the Turner district, but they allowed me to go to Newman Smith as long as I stay out of trouble. Like, no, my brother got into a fight. John B. Them, he got into a fight. He got kicked out with Miles and Roden. They got kicked out. Miles and them, they got kicked out of Smith, and he had to go to Turner or something. So I was a little different than that. So they allowed me to actually stay in the district. You know, he wasn't allowed to go to at Newman Smith anymore. So they allowed me to stay in the district and at Newman Smith High School in Carrollton, Texas. So I enjoyed every this the ups and the downs, the moment, the classes, this we had the most greatest time that any class person can have. Like when Miss Chastity and Lennon, all of my teaching, we had the most greatest moments. And we didn't just stay in the classroom, went to job site, went to thrift stores, elementary schools, went to jobs, it's so many things that like Mr. Charlie, I played checkers, man. Mr. Charlie was my biggest mentor. And we used to play checkers and connect four. We used to play other games. Mr. Charlie was my biggest mentor at Newman Smith. Like literally, he was my biggest mentor. Me and him just used to play games after school. And people don't know that. Sabina don't know that. Like after school and on the weekend, I still have to help out. But me and him would just sit down when we watching other people and we got the TV and we just play games like the our mentality of this with the little the surgery thing of this connect and checkers and stuff. We at the sorry of his all types of games. Me and him and I never forget him I got a call when my teacher wrote, everybody wrote, and when I left to go to another school, I had like 4 more years. I didn't graduate till the end of 2010, but they're always a month behind in merit rounds. They always are behind, and like you gotta understand, they always behind and everything. You know, I got the same, but they always are behind. They always behind. You gotta realize that. Um, when I started to really leave, about close, almost into going to 2019, I'm almost to 2010, almost the end of it. I got to ticket the work program. When y'all look at my yearbook, that's not actually '08, that's not actually '07, '06, whatever. That's not actually my graduation. I didn't actually graduate. That's not actually true. I had two times to graduate on stage, but like I didn't want to go through all the finding the cap and gowns and going all through that. It was like, all right, you can go through Newman Smith again, and that was the program is like, and you can do all of that again, or you can just take the picture at Americana and they're like, damn, I'm gonna have to go through all this again. I'm gonna have to take the yearbook pictures again. I'm gonna like do all of those things. Literally, I had to do all of those things, like literally. You had that chance, like you're not like when my theater teacher Miss Gulo told me, she wanted me to chase my dreams as an actor. I still think we could have did like a better job in front of Miss Gulo. I think we could have presented something more in front of her. Like literally, we could have presented more in front of her. Like literally. I think that I hate it because it's two boys and one girl, and the parents is like the behavior. Like we had to sit on the back in the backyard on a brick wall to talk about our stuff. I like, damn, we had no planning. We barely had stuff the way the parents act with daughters. Like it leave us no room to do what we want to do, but we ain't we like come on. The parents not letting their kids stay after school like that, only for an event, but then it wasn't that like that. I hated that we couldn't come up there. Miss Gulo can tell like the way she looked that we didn't come with a better. That was just we just came up there. She knows. Look, she knows. Like I remember her look at Newman Smith. She know. I think we could have did better, but the way that parents act with their daughter, it didn't give us the time to like the representative from Miss Gulo a lot. So I was so mad at the parent being like, and plus I was dating this girl Christina. She wanted me to like people don't I had a lot on my plate. I'm going to school. I'm having work. I'm going to colleges. I'm going to North Lake. I'm going to Brookhaven. I'm going to jobs. We going to the we going to come to leaving back to school. When we go to mall and Fort Worth with Miss Chastity, we get back at a certain time. Then anybody we get back around 3. Like when school let out, everybody's already out. Like when we get back, like people don't understand it. Like everybody's already out. Like literally when we get back, everybody's already out. So we gotta get together, hurry up and get our stuff, get back out the door and get on the bus. I had like I can catch the dark bus. I can catch the bus towards my house. I can get off at Mercer. I had that option or catch the school bus that dropped me off at my house. I had many options, and and that was more so than that. But I had so much to do, and I couldn't. My teacher didn't. Like when we go to the mall, we go buy some. Our teachers give us, tell our mom to send us with 50, 60, $100. We go to the mall, we go buy something. I did. We had to talk to people. We had to talk to the people in the store. We had to speak up. So I didn't have that. I just couldn't be quiet. Like literally, I had to step up, and people don't know that. Like what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? I tell other kids, my most thing, you don't think I didn't like borrowing numbers. I tell them I don't like it. Division, subtraction, and all I had to give my son, I had to let him know how my teacher taught me how to do things. I said, all right, so you ask him, I'm gonna tell you how my teacher taught me how I learned things. So you got your come on, Atlanta can teach you something, I can teach you how my teacher taught me like math and counting and doing other things, history and doing other things. So I can teach you what my teachers and them taught me. And I can't wait to teach him math, how to borrow numbers and how to do that, how Miss Lynn and all the rest of them taught me. I can't wait to just show him those things. Subtraction, timetable with money, and how to put the money under the time. We take fake money and put the money. It's so many things that, and I told the Justice Department, look here, man, don't play with me. Miss Chastity at Newman Smith taught me how to do sign language. I studied my classmates in there. Like I told them, state of Texas, don't play with me when I can read lips. And Walmart needs to know that too. When I came in that back room, don't play with me when my teacher deal with other students that can't speak. And Miss Chastity said, "Here, I want you to learn. I'm gonna teach you how to." I didn't always. I used to always finish my work sometimes. And people like Rick said, the whole time I know you never picked up a book. How you would know what goes on behind closed doors when I'm in my classrooms? Like, I never had homework because I do my homework while I'm in class because I finish early. And I give it to my teacher. What the hell with that? And I stay after school. So Rick Lay said in 2000, I know you ain't never. I said, you don't know what happened between those doors when we get in at Newman Smith. Mr. Pound said Newman Smith always walking the hallways by the gym looking. I said, oh, Miss Chad said, this ain't gonna happen. We do stuff different. She closed that door, put some tape, put some stuff on that door, and we all meet up at the end of the day. And I just think that was the most greatest thing. All 8 hour classes just meet up and we sit in 2 rooms and we watch the grease. The Grease was our favorite movie that we watched. I was able to bring my Xbox or my game there, and and let me tell you, they had people in the cafeteria every time. Our teacher allowed us to bring our lunch, and they don't do that with the regular student. Like they need to start. We just watch movies. Our teacher order lunch. She get Miss Lynn, Miss Lee. Oh, I can name so many other teachers. I'm gonna have to put my other thing, Miss Lynn. They get everybody to go get a list. Go get the Sonic menu, or go get the McDonald's, the Subway, anything a menu on that one, and tell everybody what you want. Like, and we sit in the room instead of going out there in the cafeteria. Like, they don't know how to do that with their regular students. And that's where the things at, they don't know how to do certain things. And they don't go on jobs like we went. Like I got my first job at 14 and 15 years old. Like, actually, I went to tell Governor Abbott, actually, like I was arguing with this guy in Baltimore, like, literally, where was my check still? Well, y'all don't acknowledge me for that. Like, I was working at 14 and 15 years old. But I was a little more advanced. I was working in the furniture department. I loved every moment. And when I got out of school in about 2019, 18, when I was running out of Felicia, the manager at Huber, I thought she was coming back. She don't even know. I talked to Edward, but Edward didn't remember who I was. He really didn't remember who I was. I think when I talked to him, he didn't remember who I was when I called him. He didn't even remember. I don't think Edward remembered. It's been so long when they asked me, like, she saw me at the Burlington over there with Felicia and them. And I don't think Edward remember who I was. He was just Edward and them. I don't think they remember who I was like at all. He had some, you gotta realize Edward, like he told me, he thought I was somebody else, but he still didn't remember me. He still did not remember me. Like, he didn't have no clue. Like, Edward at Big Lots, Big Lots are different from Kroger's or any other business. They are different, like literally different. Because I was working in the furniture department, and I worked there after school too. Sabina will tell you, she comes in there, I'm working stocking and I'm doing stuff. Sabina will tell you, her mom used to come in there and she'll tell you, like, literally, she used to smile at me when I'm working, and her mom used to look and she used to smile at me and peek on the aisle. Like, I worked in the furniture department. And the furniture department used to always keep me on their side and show me things. But when I worked at 1216, Renee lied with racism. When the stockers wanted me to be a stocker, Renee lied. We checked. You didn't check nothing. I don't know where you get your results from. You didn't check nothing because you was being racist. All of the stockers want in 1216 people come over here. And how Renee was acting, like, I put this on everything. All of the stockers wanted me to come in, but Renee was lying to the employees. This is a true story, man. Renee and Steve and them were lying to him. And Charles and other black managers was lying to him. Like, everybody tried to get me to come over. Then Coca-Cola even wanted me, like, Hubert, Charles took you for granted. Come over here and work with us. Like, the way that Charles operate, guys, he uses the maintenance, he uses them. And people, they need their job. He uses them. He don't care. He really don't care, man. He don't care. And let me tell you, one day, with Steve and them went out there, we go out there, and the vendors, before Miss Deborah and everybody come in, they come in at a certain time. And the vendors, they got boxes and trash everywhere, all the way piled from the door to all the way to the other entrance to get out the thing. And the vendor was like, Hubert, I'm going to help you out. They started like the vendors in Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Like, Charles abuses, Steve don't know how to treat. And I don't want to be on that team. Like, I don't want to be on a stubborn, racist man that get other people to do, we got to do the cardboard. We got to do all of these things like that, abuses people, but don't appreciate them. And like, Charles didn't appreciate it. And I don't know about them. I can't speak for them, but damn right, man, God said, I'm speaking for me. I'm speaking for me, like literally. I'm speaking for me. Other people need their job, but no, like the vendors, I'm not lying to you right now. The vendors at Coca-Cola and them, they came and helped me, like literally. Miss Davin, Miss D and them had to come in there, and they literally Coca-Cola and them, and ever since they helped me, whatever they asking me of Coca-Cola and Pepsi, help me with this pal, help me with this. Anything they need from me, I don't. I say hello. Everything they need from me, as long as I work there, I say as long as they need, I'm a help. Like, what you need me to do? They don't even know. The other guy, he asked me, help me lift up this. At the vendors would have asked me to do something, I would have like did it. At they would ask me, but take this to the back. Do this for me, help me out. And like I help some of them, I help them, like, could they help me out? And that's what, even though they're with a different company, but they can't get their job done because the way Charles operates, the way Steve and them and Russell operate. And when I got to another store, I say, hold up. We on a different ball game here. I say, I got Rebecca husband here. Oh yeah, I got some knocking this. All right. They didn't want to give me a key. I'm like, come on, I'm getting on your case. I need you to open this. I gotta get the pallet. I don't want this to pile up. Like I tried to stay on it, literally, like stay on it in the back. Like when you gotta stay on stuff, like because the way that Charles operate, I said, damn, I got a Rebecca husband here. I was so happy to have him here, but they got mad at me because I used to constantly get on their ass, get on the walk. I need you, I need you. They started. Rebecca's husband was getting a little agitated with me because I'm always on the walkie, like always ask him, I need this, I need you to come and do this. You can't let stuff pile up like that. And you gotta understand like that, that compact, it get packed, and you gotta have benders, you gotta have, I say, I can't let this happen. This is, I got Rebecca's husband here. I said, hold up. This really gonna go there. Now I can really just be that team player like I wanted. Like literally, I was like, I got Rebecca. I like, yeah, yes, he has seen me work. So I was like, man, like now it's not that hard for me to ask for what I need to get the job done. Instead of waiting on Russell and Charles abusing the power. And I was so happy to have, man, look, I was just so happy. Man, look, I got on, it was like, I was like magic. I can call Rebecca's husband and them everything. Like, it was like magic. I was like, hold up. This, we don't got Charles and them here. We don't got Steve and them here. Oh, now I was like, hold up, let's get it cracking. And he was getting a little agitated because I'm constantly on the walk. I need this help with this. Can I need to mark this? I'm painting it. And me watching Grizz painting and stuff around Walmart. So I had to watch Grizz. I still got a little paint, a little straighten up. And me taking the soap dispensers off, me watching Grizz and everybody. And I'm like, okay, we doing this, that. And I liked it that, like, literally that Grizz and them taught me how to take the soap dispensers off. And I was able to, man, I enjoyed every moment of that, man. Like, Grizz used to, I'm going to tell you one thing. Grizz did not even care if I had a license. I'm going to get you on this full club. And he started laughing at me. Man, we went to NASCAR together. I wish I could tell him thank you, man. Like, all the things I wish I would have told him thank you. Thank you, man. I'm so like mad that I didn't tell him thank you. Like, literally, thank you for everything you did. Charles didn't like that. I was going to the store 12:16, and he didn't like that. Grizz took me everywhere. He took me to Home Depot. He took me to the store over there. Worked them. He built stuff. Grizz took me almost everywhere. And the black employees and Charles didn't like that. Charles didn't like that. And don't worry about it. He'll come with me next time. Charles didn't like that. Like, he was able to do stuff that Charles and other managers wasn't willing to do. That's a leader. That's a leader, man. Grizz is a leader, man. And Grizz was gonna bend leads. Grizz come out the Fort Cliff and see how them laughing. And I remember Grizz showed me a text with him and his wife. He said, Hubert, he said, you and Hubert have a good time at NASCAR. Oh man, I had a good time, but my finger was cold as hell. Like literally, it was cold as hell in NASCAR. It was about right this time NASCAR was going on. Like the wind is blowing, and I was like, man, Greg sitting out there in NASCAR. Texas Motor Speed, that's the biggest. Texas got the biggest Texas Motor Speed. It got the biggest NASCAR racer. Texas is the biggest NASCAR. Nobody can top Texas. I think Texas got the biggest NASCAR races in any other state. I think it's the biggest. Nobody's NASCAR is bigger than Texas. Like I really think that. Like I didn't see another NASCAR, but nobody is bigger than Texas. The field is bigger. Everything like I don't think nobody NASCAR thing is bigger than Texas. So I going talking to the sponsor. I was a little shy. I'm going over there talking to the sponsors and over there. That was the best thing about it. Me just talking to sponsors, just talking on the truck. We didn't say that much, but I talked to them. Hey, how you doing? Talking to the black sponsors, the beautiful women at NASCARs. I got pictures on my Facebook of talking to sponsors, the women and things. Just me and Greg just having that, taking pictures, just having that good time. Grizz laughed at me, man. Grizz like, Hubert, you don't drive that damn thing like that. Oh man. And Grizz, you don't drive that damn thing. You spinning around the sofa. But the electric pallet jack, I really got the hang of it. I didn't have no license. He said, forget this damn thing. I'm gonna put that fake badge on. And I'm gonna put that fake badge on, and I'm gonna train you how to do it. Every time I put that vest on and that badge on, and Grizz said, "Come and help me out with the claim truck." You know, I'm getting an electric pallet jack, and I know, and he taught me how to use that motherfucker. I know how to use it. Like he actually taught me how to use that motherfucker. Like just to be able to teach without the behavior of it. The judging the behavior, Grizz was different than that. He didn't have to do that, man. Grizz and Charles wasn't telling Grizz to do that, man. Charles was on a different mentality. Like, but Grizz like he would come in. I'm gonna show you how to do that. I want you to watch me cover this work, but Grizz had something that nobody can take from Grizz. And then he said, Hubert, all they do is give me, I've been here long enough and they just give me 50 cents. I've been here for 30, 40 years and they've been just, that's all they give me is 50 cents every year. I said, they should not give you 50 cents. If you've been here for a 30-year minimum, they should be giving you $5, just raising it up $5 from people that's been in the company that's long enough. You know what I'm saying? They should not just be giving you 50 cents. You know, if you've been at 30, 40 years, you get a $5 raise each time. Like, I don't know, Grizz told me, like, he showed me, I've been here for 30, 40 years. And every time they just give me 50 cents. I'm like, damn, Grizz, you should be getting more than that after all the things that you do. Damn, they should be giving you $5. God damn, man, you keep the place together and things. They should be giving you $5. Not giving you no damn 50 cents. I think when people get at that 30, 40 year mark, that 30 year, 40 years, I think they need to give it $5. They need to take it a little bit far, that $1, $2, $5. If you've been there 30, 40 years, you need to get $5. I think that's what Walmart should do, man. If you stay with the company this many years, I'm giving you $5 instead of $1, $2. I'm giving you $5. No, Grizz showed me. That's all I get is 50 cents. He showed me like, man, look, Grizz was gonna bend these, man. And when I worked at DFW, he told me, Hubert, you did. I'm proud of you for leaving. I lost. And let me say, Hubert, I can't talk. I lost my phone. You know what I'm saying? And when I got to 2996, the people in the claim truck and everybody else, what Grizz at? Everybody, what Grizz at? Even the guy with the back of the truck that come and get some of the pallets, he's asking where Grizz at? Where everybody at? Like coming the back, like just asking a question. Like Grizz probably sitting on his ranch. Like, I lost his number. He probably last time I told him, called the Grizz, he said he was doing a good job, leaving Walmart. And that's what he told me. That's the last time I talked to him. And like the last time I talked to him, I'm proud of you for leaving. That's the last time I talked to him. That's the last. And Grizz would be disappointed if he see how Felicia and Miss Deborah and them acted and Charles and them acted. They didn't do that shit when Grizz was here. They didn't did that, man. Charles didn't act that way. He started to act in a way when Grizz left. His true colors shown when Grizz left. And Grizz was here to see that how he acted. Grizz would be disappointed in Charles. Like literally. I wish Grizz was here to see how he walked away and how he did what he did. He didn't do that around Grizz. He started to show himself. He didn't do that, like none of them. Like they didn't do that around Grizz. Everybody true colors, once Grizz left, everybody true colors started to show. And they didn't do that around Grizz, man. Like literally. Like the lady and she knows my baby mom in the back room. I told her no. I like hold up. The lady that worked in the cashier that told me I asked her to get a job at Kroger's and she treated me bad. Like when Grizz left, I like hold up. Don't ask me for a reference. Don't do nothing. She was just plain rude once Grizz left. Everybody just showed their true colors with me, man. Like it was really starting to get serious, man. Like, and Grizz would be disappointed, man. Grizz would be disappointed in them. Like literally, he'd be disappointed to see how they acted and how Charles acted. He'd be disappointed. He'll be disappointed, like literally at the moment. Like he'll be disappointed. He'll be disappointed. So he wouldn't respect that, man. He won't respect that. Grizz has something different about him. He has something different about him, and nobody don't understand what Grizz had in him. He didn't just see a disability. He saw potential. He would take me to the office across the room and across the street, and he would show me things like he got a building right across the street from Walmart. He would show me how we need to work on. Take me to Home Depot. They really showed their ass. You know, you don't pull nobody in the room. The problem I had with Russell, you don't put nobody in the room with Renee. And they don't, God said, I remember everything that you said. Everything. God said, let me tell you, you don't put nobody, fuck New Orleans, you dumb and you retarded. Now get that specific thing. Let's get that specific thing. And I told the Justice Department, and I don't like niggas. Let's get that specific thing that what was said. Come on, Russell. Come on, Russell. Now, don't hide it. I don't want him to hide it. I'm gonna tell the Justice Department. I don't want him to hide it. Come on. I'm gonna tell him again. I told him the second time. Don't hide it. What was said. Don't hide in what was said. Tell the truth. You don't remember, but God said, I remember that. Like your God said, I remember. You don't remember me, but I remember you. It's been a long time coming. Like your God said, oh, I remember you. And I want to tell them, I remember what was said at 12:16. I want them to, they don't remember. But communities want to complain when we go through stuff, right? I left Walmart 6 times. What made it different that they hired me back the 7th time? What makes it different? Then Charles coming there smiling. They surprised to see me back at Walmart. All of them at 12:16. They come in 2996. Jessica was doing something else when Charles came in, right? They don't even know. And Charles just shook his hand and walked away on the aisle. Well, what's that for? And the Mexican, all of them, even the person in the camera room, the white guy, another name Charles, all of them. When let's call the bullshit out where it didn't need to be poured out. Let's call it out, Doug Miller. He talked a game. He talked about honesty. Communities don't want to change. The guy that denied me at Kroger's, I said, the same guy that meant I just sued Kroger's. He come at the one that denied me of an interview. He coming in there in the deli looking at me with racism. And he see me in the deli intimidating me. Let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about this, Governor Abbott. Governor Abbott think he know, oh, he didn't want to give me the job in the deli because I'm trying to learn because of my handwriting. Like, no, I don't want to. I passed the test and everything. I saw his spirit in that break room, in that orientation room. I saw his spirit, man. Like, literally, I saw this guy's spirit. And, like, it made me not, I got my job. The dude that I worked with at 12:16, he worked there. He working in the one when I had the interview. I saw this guy's spirit. Like, literally saw his spirit, man. And like I just didn't want no part of him because he gonna lie to me like Charles lied to me. And I turned it down, and I just turned it down. I passed my drug test. I got the shirt at Kroger's, but I didn't deserve it. He come in there at 2996. That's why I want them to look at the camera, the guy, and I told him the Kroger's. He coming in there looking at me and intimidating me with racism. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it, Governor. I just sued Kroger's. And let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, Governor Abbott. Your community want to complain, but don't know what we go through. I just sued Ticket to Work program. Let's talk about it. I filed a civil rights complaint, a $30 million civil rights. Let's talk about it on the civil rights. Found out the Ticket to Work program and not talk about it. When Hubert, we just needed to find a way where you can. No, let's talk about it. When communities and businesses don't change, me and Miss Tammy, we had our differences, and she said something at the fair. If you don't like it, then quit. Because I didn't like how the managers would treat me, and she didn't want to do nothing about it. Like at the factory in Irving. And me and her had our disagreement on that. We had our disagreement on those things. But that didn't stop us from talking and doing it. Say, Hugh, we need a second look on your career. I need you to go. It's not a problem with you. It's something that's going on with the bit. I didn't hold no grudges against Miss Tammy. I didn't hold no grudges with the Ticket to Work program, but it's the businesses. It's the way they act. Ms. Tammy said you need a second look. But when you live in different counties, you can't get the help that you need. You got to go to the one. When you live in different counties. I hate that we separate. Oh, we can't go to Social Security in Garland because we live in Dallas County. I live in Carrollton County. What do you want to do? Like we dealing with those things. But the same people that turned me down, they come. Even my U-Haul managers was coming up there. Cedric coming up there looking at me. Like after he talking about cutting my hours, and like I had to deal with Social Security. I said, hold up. I got my own apartment. I'm learning how to be self-dependent. But I'm not about to let these jobs rip me from the park because they got their own viewpoints and they're not giving us a chance. They're not giving us a chance to learn and do things. I had to deal with Brady talking about that's all he can do. No, you putting a sticker on me. I hate people that put a sticker on me, man. They don't know what we're going through, the mayor and all of them got hypocrites. Trump them out. No, you don't understand what we go through. But when somebody you want to ask questions, let's play this game in your community. Fire shots when they don't want to change. No, you're gonna give me every piece of me. I filed the civil rights. That guy that taunted me on the phone, man, Trump didn't want to do nothing. He had his opinion. He wanted his voters' opinion. But the community, I say, senators, you depend on your community and not depend on God or sight. But you depend on your community, but you don't depend on God and sight. You don't listen to what another God children say about how he see the world and how they act. You don't want to listen to that. I got my 14th Amendment. I'm not gonna let, but you want to be a hypocrite and Governor Abbott. Oh, what? I didn't just hear what you just said. But no, like literally, I don't want to deal with that, man. And then when you're working on a project, he get a pallet. Let me tell you what Steve does. He tell me we go get a pallet from the back room, right? We do the end cap. And let me tell you, this is a small end cap with a few like 4 things. And he asked me to do something, right? And I did it right there. And then he laughed, and then he did it the same way I did it. That's a fucking hypocrite. That's a damn hypocrite. We're dealing with hypocrites, man. Like what I said, look at this dumb man. I'm doing it the same way you did. You could just put the product the same way. Like like Jessica, let me tell you what's the difference from that. Jessica, when she saw me, Jones, she took pictures of it. Yvonne, that time, she laughed. That these damn people, black people, hypocrites. They don't want to see nobody do nothing. They swear just because they got power, they can abuse it and they can stop people's success by racism. But they act like they know what we've been through. Like they really act like they know what we've been through here, man. They don't know what we've been through. They don't know what we've been through, man. And then in the deli, they calling me names out there. Look here, man. Look here, man. This is not gonna happen. You dummy. I said, I got something for that at 2996. Right in the deli. But the customers motivate me with their daughter, their teenage daughters. And they say, Hugh, you thanks for trying. The customers coming in and their daughters right there see me trying. And they giving me this motivation. I'm not lying about this. Even with their kids, they're giving me motivation. Even with their small kids, they're giving me motivation. I'm not lying about this. I'm giving you facts. Hubert, keep trying. I see you trying. Keep trying. You gonna get all of them. Like this is what the customer was telling me while I was in the dealer. But do you think you know what we've been through? But when Trump, do you think we know what we've been through? And then they lied to me at the call center talking about ticket to work. I'm telling you, I'm gonna do some racist shit. Give me enough time I didn't even have a job when they cut me off. Give me enough time. Yeah, like literally, I was transitioning. And he had other clients to do, man. I got me an apartment. I got all of these things. Like, it's certain things that bad misconduct dealing with that. And they, tickets lied to me, just cut me off. I said, hold up. You're not giving me a chance to transition. This man had to put all his clients, he's dealing with a lot of people, man. Give this guy from Ticket to Work program a chance. They didn't want to hear nothing I had to say, man. I'm rushing him in Ticket to Work program because of the Social Security doesn't want to listen and they want to cut people off. We dealing with workers like that. We dealing with the call center. I always can't go up there, so I call up and they start acting up. You're gonna listen. You're gonna take information. No, you're not gonna change. You're gonna straighten up right now, or we're gonna have a problem, man. You're gonna straighten up. You're gonna listen. You're gonna take information, and you're gonna listen. And then no, Capitol Hill need to address that, man. And we give you check stuff. You listen. And we tell you transitioning through jobs, you need to listen. We're not trying to cheat the system, but you need to listen to what's going on here. Like, literally need to listen, man. Like, literally need to listen. Like, literally, now we're not telling you nothing, but you need to listen, man. Don't cut nobody off. Give this man a chance to do the job. They didn't even want to do that, man. Then I'm rushing them, man. Like, come on, that's not right. That's not right, man. This man got a whole lot of other people to deal with. This man got a whole lot of other people to deal with, man. This person got a whole lot to deal with in this matter. And like you just can't do that when that matter. But they need to understand that, man. And they didn't want to listen, man. And then lied to me twice. And then when I come back, still lied to me. You know, I offered to bring my rent, everything that's going on to my local office. That just wasn't good enough for him, man. It wasn't good enough for him. You get to a point like, come on, give me a chance, man. Give me a little chance where we can get settled and start bringing you that. Give me a chance, man. Like, literally, you put me in a job didn't come in. You got to trust the progress, man. When you living and you want to live on your, I was taught to be independent. I had a wash and dryer in our classroom. We cooked. Miss Chastity, she got a recipe. We did things. It's certain things that my teachers know. In fact, my mama told me we went grocery shop. We did a lot of things. We didn't like the way when we go on the buses. All right, the bus driver tell you how much you need to put on there, and we would do that. Like, that's the difference between with Miss Chastity and them and us. And when we go to the zoo, we go to Dallas Zoo, we go everything at Newman Smith. And when I was calling about the dark behavior, they're gonna tell me I'm a familiar, right? And I called the news. And I called the news about it. So we dealing with those type of stuff, man. We dealing with those type of stuff. Like, I just want them to listen, man. Give me a chance to, I'm not trying to hide nothing from you. Let me just give you a chance to Give me a chance here. We going through something here. Man, I was really happy, guys. Y'all don't know when I went to that second Walmart, I was like really, really happy, and it got ruined. I'm like, hold up, man. And I warned James. I warned him. I say, look, I told you the same thing was not going to happen. And I understand it. No, it's not me the problem here. It's me doing what I'm told, causing conflict. Oh, you going to still coming back to work? I'm going to show your ass. I'm like, hold up. Oh, they don't pay me enough. All right, y'all going to act like, and Jessica not catching on. I'm like, hold up. They making it, the more Jessica don't catch on to the situation, they making it more harder for me right damn now. Oh, you still come back to work? I'm going to show you. All right. You doing some shit that you don't supposed to be doing. Oh, you make me sick coming to work every day. Like literally, man, like literally on some. And then you tell them, oh, they, the old people, the guy in produce, they got to start getting rid of people. You know what I told them? They ain't gonna get rid of me. How you think that? I'm there every damn day. How can they get rid of me and I'm there every day? It's the dealing with the nonsense. It's the negativity. It's the literally the negativity. You gotta block that out, man. Like people just, I'm like, hold up, like look, man. And my worst thing is talking about the experience that I had, like the stuff that I did, like cause it's all about the chemistry, right? It's all about the stuff that you did, like I my mama wedding and other places that I done stuff at, and like got up on the wall, like just eat some, like there's certain things, like we just talk about stuff, we just it was a little getting out of hand because I was talking about those things. So we making conversation, right? And we're gonna talk about a little thing about all of that. And the Cap 2 called me nasty. All right, this is something that a woman asked me to do. Like I'm telling you, when women ask me to do, to them, like, what's the point of those things? And like, what's the point of action with those things? Or what action was action? Like, I don't want to say it. It's hard to say when I want to ask for it in the ass. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Am I inappropriate talking? The Justice Department gonna be watching, and I'm sorry that these things got to happen. These things got to happen. I don't want to like a woman telling me what she want me to do. If she want me to put it in, if she asks for it, if you give her what she damn wants. Like I'm to the point where, come on, Doc, this is about experience. Like I have to tell people about the candle situation. Like I like tell them, like I'm dating this girl named Mariah. This is a true story. We didn't even have like sex. I didn't want to make it like she's 20 something and I'm thinking, but I didn't want to make it our first or second, third week or 4 week just having sex. So we put candles. We're gonna play those Samantha and Sky and them. Just want to talk about Sabina. Sabina's not fucking worried about me. I like, come on, man. You coming along for the ride. This not talk about Sabina why we just doing something. That was the most damn annoying thing. And having Samantha, the Sky, and them, the Summer, and Tab is having them around. And Sabina's not worried about me. She's doing stuff with Mike. She has stuff with her cousin. She's not worried about a damn thing about me. So me, I'm like, hold up. This is my time. It's like, let me enjoy my woman. Let me enjoy it. Like they playing the game and they doing this. Because Aranya, as she stays in Plano, and she got Nintendo, she got everything. We do the candles. We do the candles and stuff. We cut the light off and do the candles. And we put candles on each of the tubs. And right, I didn't want to make it a sex thing because I can tell her, but I wanted to show her like, let me kiss on your cheeks 5 times. Let me kiss you on your lips 5 times. Let me kiss you on your breast 5 times. Let me kiss you on your stomach 5 times. Let me kiss you between your legs. Let me kiss you down that 5 times. Let me kiss, and I wash the back. Let me get down on my knees and do it. While it's certain, and it's like I didn't want to like let me hold you. I just don't want to hold you in the bedroom while we laying next together. Let me hold you while the hot water run on us. We can do it for an hour. Let me hold you, and like it's hard. Because we talking about these things, right? And we talking about it. Like they never had a woman to ask them, tell them to do that. I like y'all. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry at this moment. I'm sorry at this moment. I'm sorry. That and it say you're nasty, the cap too. All right. We talking about what is experience. There's a woman asking for and they tell call me nasty. I'm not with the like I had to tell a woman tell me to do something, a guy I had to deal with Nikki and another one. And she tell me I need you to guide this. I need you to eat me out this way. Do the stuff of a woman just forcing your head and telling you to do it to show you that it's the things that I talked about when I was dealing with Nikki and dealing with her friends like that. I was able to like just able to like all right. A woman can tell you where they. Why I'm talking about this stuff, man. Like on Walmart, like this is inappropriate right now. But it's a lot going on. She'll guide you and tell you this is the hot spot. This is the way I want you to do this. Ain't nothing wrong with those. Ain't nothing wrong with those things. Like a woman telling you and forcing your head. Ain't nothing wrong with those things at that moment. Look, ain't nothing wrong with those things. Ain't nothing wrong with those things at that moment. A woman that's guiding you, telling you to reach her hot spot and guiding you this way. Like, what's wrong with it? What's wrong with it telling me? She taking my head and forcing and telling me which way. Ain't nothing wrong with a woman telling you. Like, she trying to teach you. Many people trying to like. She trying to teach you on them back. Ain't nothing like. I'm like, come on, guys, come on with this stuff, man. Like, come on, like. You should be happy with a woman telling you how to make her more home. You should be happy that a woman telling you how to make her more. Come on, like man, what's the difference? I'm like, what is the difference between that situation? Like, what is the difference? So a nigga need to be happy that I don't give a fuck. Look, many people call that a bit. Oh, fuck all of that, baby. You ain't doing nothing. You just telling me how to do it in the next relationship, baby. You just telling me how to do it in the next. What I need to do. You just teaching me about something. What I need to do in the next relationship, baby. You ain't saying nothing. You just showing me what I need to do when I get in the next relationship, baby. You ain't saying nothing. So, you a man can be a man can have power. I didn't dominate it when I was in a open relationship, but I also let her do what she wanted to do to me, and that was the most important thing in that open relationship. Whatever that was a friend involved or whatever that is. Nikki is a good person, but she just lead it down the wrong way. She's a good person, and sometimes when you've been through stuff, you don't know which way to go. That's just the way things is with that situation. When a woman want to make their own money and she in a lesbian, As a matter of fact, she's lesbian. She's both ways. So dealing with Nikki, she's both ways. She had a girlfriend, and I got to know Storm, and I told Storm like, and I got to know them. Oh man, I really got to connect with Storm, and I told her I wanted to find a way because she got felonies, and like I didn't this, and she just that bind that thing that she just cooked, and she just man like this the way she is, it just man, it just what she just a true. If you don't know about Stormy Dallas and Carrollton or Forward, you don't know she just amazing. She just hard. She just amazing. She just amazing in what she does and how she do things. She just you don't meet that many people that's cool like Nikki Storm and other people. So she introduced me to this friend that just oh man, I was so mad that this guy died. I was actually hurting, and I had to lose him. I wasn't doing that stuff, man, like the legs and things, man. But I was just so mad when he died because he set up in my apartment, and I got to know him. He got a kid up in one of the apartments by the library, towards the library over there, going toward the library. Like I was just so mad when Storm told me he died. I'm like, oh shit. Like I was actually like hurting, like literally, like Storm introduced me to people like and Nikki like, and I felt like some type of way when I just got to know them, like got to actually know the pain, and I'm like, and it still hurt me because we talked, me and him got along real well, like we got along real well, and I'm like, man, like did another person died? I'm like, hold up, dude. Used to come through my house, and this girl she's a dancer at Brookhaven, and she took me to Ticket to War Prom. She came and got me on a truck around that time, and she told me he died, man. And he's, me just being in my stubbornness, like you don't like, man. You don't know when you meet good people and they just misunderstood. Like when Pimp C is good people on good side, and you just misunderstood, man. Man, it was just something, man. Like right? It was just something. You know what I'm saying? The problem I had at 12, 16, people from South Dallas and the women I was dating, they're like Sabina. Just she tripping. She working at Walmart. People trying to do, baby. You just a product. You just something. Like you know what I'm saying? You coming in Walmart, you Shelly and all the rest of y'all and other black employees getting mad at me about, oh, you dated that, you dated that. Like, what's the problem? Like, y'all women, y'all, they got some damn problems in there, bro. Like, come on, y'all women got to know people hating on you trying to get to me. Really? Girl, you're a bone. You just a bone in the witch. I'm not really. I had to deal with a lot of bullshit, man. I said when I denied a woman something, they made my life a living hell when Sabrina got back. And boy, look, boy, boy, I couldn't. Let me tell you something, boy. I didn't pay the price by not giving them what they want. Boy, I didn't pay the price. Boy, look, they didn't came up with all types of baboons and shit. Boy, they didn't really did it to me. Boy, I was like, oh, okay, okay. Just because I walk away in the room, that make hey, y'all done did all kinds of childish shit. I say, I don't worry about it no more, man. Like the shit is beneath me anymore. Then when you give people a chance, when you break up with somebody, they turn and they just on that book that Faguzi shit. Like you got to deal with childish women like that, guys. You got to deal with childish women. I'm so serious. You're grown. I just yeah. I'm not a teenager. I understand. I told you I understand. I have my childish ways. I have my childish ways, and I have. Let me tell you something. I have I have forgot about my child. Hey, I have changed. See, I don't do the call and three-way call no more. I don't do it with the Christina thing. I don't do it with the Cassie situation, the other Cassie. I don't play games. I don't do it with the other person around this. I didn't change the way that I get back at people and get the attention out of. I have changed. So I'm trying my best. That girl Felicia was about to make me. That's why I just told her, look here, man. I ain't with that bullshit. That's why I broke up with her, like, and I told her no, like, literally. I didn't want to, she trying to act like and make it like I wanted to be in a relationship with her. We said we free, but you on that bullshit. You on that bullshit, man. So I'm having it. Boy, look, I'm like, boy, look. Then I'm cool with this Mexican guy daughter. That's Sabina. Me and him cool. I'm like, I'm not out to do nothing. Look, to run, play this game with y'all, man. Y'all got some. When my mindset don't open and I'm in a relationship and I'm not paying attention to people, like, people that know the fuck I am because I don't usually pay attention to shit. You know what I'm saying? And Cassie wanted me to get my attention. I said, Cassie, I'm dealing with something right now. This is not the time we can talk, but and you and your friends, we can talk, but I'm dealing with some selfish ass behavior out of Doug and Miller and think this is not the time, and this is not the time to deal with this shit. Then my baby mama want to know who she is, and all of y'all coming in there acting a damn fool, man. Like literally, man. Like this is not the damn time to do this shit. I'm having arguments with my baby mama about y'all. Like literally, why they looking at you? Like, look here, man. You're pushing. I'm not arguing with her about it either. So it get to a point where I'm having to deal with a lot of. And I explained to her. But it wasn't that easy. But look, I'm not allowed to deal with this stuff, man. I'm really not. And they showed their ass, man. So that shit is like, I'm not gonna keep. Hey, I to the point where I don't want to keep dealing with the bullshit at the end of the day. I'm to the point, like, really. So yeah, guys, I don't be trying to deal with women, guys. Girls, it's the little cheeky things that go. I didn't have some stuff that I didn't deal with. I don't want to even deal with it at the end of the day. You gotta realize that. But we moving forward. This is a new day. Hey, I'm not gonna keep. I tell them I'm not gonna keep dealing with the shit. I feel like I ain't gonna keep dealing with the shit. I'm gonna tell you right now. That's how I feel today. I had to deal with a whole lot of bullshit, man. But let me tell you something. They say they try to make a thing. Nobody can destroy my image because I know that's lies. Lies can't be the way it is. Lies can't be the way it is. You know, and people keep acting like an asshole in this community. Now the most stupidity keep happening, and I gotta keep suing motherfuckers. I gotta keep suing motherfuckers. That's just the way it happened. The more dumbass bullshit is happening, I gotta keep suing. I gotta deal with it. Boy, look, I don't even want to deal with that shit anymore. I be in the motherfucking, and I gave the state of Texas a long time, and they know that they still doing what they doing. Hey, no, I don't want you to play dumb. Right? They don't got no driver's seat. They don't got nothing. It's just sad, bro. Let me tell you, I was taught to handle my business at 14 and 15 by teachers about anything that I do. I'm gonna tell you at Newman Smith, I wasn't allowed to just be quiet. None of those things. When we go and handling money and we handling stuff, going buying something at the mall, at Newman's, going leaving Newman Smith, and we go buy something, I have to talk. When we go to job sites, I have to talk. I didn't have that option. Everybody think I didn't have that option as we think it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, it was about growth and learning. So I didn't really have a choice if I really wanted something different. So I ain't never argued with my teacher about my schoolwork or anything that I needed to do. Like even on my break, she gave me puzzle sheets. You know, I love puzzle sheets, man. I think that's the, like I used to love it. Puzzle rule finders. So she sent that to me. I love it. So, you know, when I went to Mary Grimes, she was sending it off to my other teacher. And Miss Chastity was still my teacher, you gotta realize. Nobody really knows that. Everybody like don't knows that. Like everybody was still my teachers. We sold Avon, we did stuff like that. Like Miss Chastity got a special cake candy that she like man, it's so good. This thing she man, it's so good. My mama still got the recipe. And when my when my cousin's baby mama worked at Target, worked at Target, she got the cake made for me. Now I enjoyed that cake, that special cake that she made. She went in her and kicking got it made out of her job. Man, no, I give people time and people take advantage. I shouldn't have the type of stupid behavior going on in this situation. That's it.